We are excited for this video. This is going to be a good one. We're getting ready to find out, do pipes make a difference on a motorcycle? Sound?
Sure they do.
Well, you say sure?
Sure they do. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be on the opposite side of that.
Well, I mean, I think if you're doing it for safety,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to make some difference. You know, you hear motorcycles just like I do, when I'm driving.
Yep.
And there's also bikes that come up by and you don't hear them.
You don't.
And
yeah.
so yeah, it's got to make some difference, but it does make a difference for the owner because they sound cooler, right? They sound cooler.
They do give you, we kind of talked about that on a previous video. They give you a little bit of strength in the man card.
Exactly.
Kind of takes it up a little bit.
It does. It does. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 100% it's going to help your ego. It's got to do that. Professionally tuned kind of pipes. Yeah. Everybody likes that. So
I always call mine the putter.
Yeah.
Because it just putts along pretty much like a little moped. That's what it sounds like.
Little soap bubbles ought to be coming out of the back.
Yeah, exactly. As I drive by, they're popping.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. But it should be fun. We're going to actually install some Khrome Werks slip-ons. And we're going to do the same color. We're going to do the Eclipse color here. Or the scorched chrome, as they say. Yeah. Either which way, whatever way you want to call it. But we're going to see if it actually. I'm
sure it does. You know, I mean, for safety, you know, anytime, we live in a fairly large metropolitan area and riding in traffic, we have to sometimes to get where we're going. Even to get out of traffic, you got to go through traffic to get out of it. And, there's certain riding strategies you try to keep. Don't get in a blind spot. If you're going around somebody, get around them, get into an open area. Keep a lot of distance between you and the rest of the traffic. But when it can't be done, and it's better to be heard, we put extra lights on, we put extra sound. So anything to kind of mitigate that safety. And the cool factor is always there. That's why when we were kids, you'd put playing cards on your bicycle spokes. You wanted that noise, and now you're young. Now you got a chance to have it, right?
We're going to do a quick sound check of the pipes that are on here in the garage right now to see what that sounds like, and then we will, after we get the new ones on, we'll do another sound check here in the garage. Give us your thoughts too as well. We want to hear from you. What do you think? Does it make a difference? Does it not make a difference? Or is it just about the man card to be able to get elevated?
People need to weigh in, don't they? What are they thinking?
Let's hear from you. Let's get it started. Let me assure you, the wind is loud, much louder than my pipes. Blowing about 40 to 50 right now. My bike's like turned sideways. Look at that. All right, we're gonna hook it up. We're gonna put the Khrome Werks on there. Again, we're gonna have the scorched chrome look. We're gonna keep that same style. Went back and forth. Should I put black on it? Should I not? Should I stay with the same? But I like having the different colorations. It kind of still keeps a little bit of the chrome work to it. See what I did there? With also having the black type of accessories. And so, all right, we're going to do an unboxing here. Check them out.
Pretty. Woo! Those are pretty, man. Gotcha.
There we go. Heck yeah. Now if they don't work, that'll be important.
Yeah.
They just sound the same. So, all right, we'll put those there. We'll pick out the other one. Ooh, this one definitely is bigger. Holy crap. There's that. Awesome. Oh, man.
The diameter and everything's the same as your other?
Oh, no. We can actually do that here, too. So that's what that looks like. You can see the diameter is much larger.
Let it breathe a little bit, yeah.
Currently, we have on mine, too, as well. So you can see that. Yeah.
Some adjustment?
Uh-huh.
All right, so this way you can see what we're looking at. Pretty much, we're gonna undo that screw and undo that one. That will make our heat shield loosen up.
I'm guessing 8mm.
It's a 5/16.
16. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
Different country.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't tighten anything up until you've got them adjusted by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get them adjusted with or how far out the back of the bike.
Yep. Exactly.
Half.
Yep.
That's not 15.
On top.
Well, you know, there should be any metric bolts on this bike, right?
There should not be, but from the videos I've watched,
There are.
there are. The right side apparently is the metric side. So
Oh, really?
it makes no sense to me. I don't really understand.
The right side is metric and the left side is standard.
Yeah, standard. Yeah. Yep.
You're making progress, I promise. I can see it. There we go.
Woo!
One down. So you need the big one?
Yes. So let's check it out. That is the size of what comes stock from Harley. And then I'll show you the other one here. Woo.
There you go.
Fat boy's sucking some wind over here. Just from pulling. And that's the side. That's the size you can see.
A lot more airflow.
Khrome Werks. You can see the color, still that scorched chrome. One thing too is when you put your bracket on, I did see this on a video that was actually really good, is make sure your screw bracket is down low because you're actually tightening from the bottom. So if you have it on top, you won't be able to get to your screw. That's a bad day when you can't get to your screw. Just saying. This is what happens to Brent all the time. He plays stuff down on top of his tools. Like, who does that?
I changed my own oil, so I've gotten a habit now. Okay, wrench goes there. The oil filter wrench goes here, and so when I climb up underneath there, I kind of know. But every other time I did it, it was, well, crap. Where's that at? What I do that? Yeah. If you're not used to it.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of funny how I constantly leave tools
in the worst possible spot. Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, where the hell is that tool? And then you start moving towels and moving things around, and all of a sudden there it is, and you're like, oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, now you're talking. Look at that strength. You got the strength of 10 men, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Come on.
If you were Chuck Norris, you just look at it, it would just jump on there.
Rest in peace.
Oh, I know, man. Yeah, he's an Oklahoma boy.
Yeah, he is. He's born.
And did you see where he was born in Ryan? You ever been to Ryan, Oklahoma?
I've never been to Ryan.
I never have either. Ryan, Oklahoma. Gotta be true. I read on the internet.
I mean, right? Like anytime you read stuff on the internet, it's real.
You know it's real. Ready to hold the bike? Or just squeeze the brakes or something? Yeah. I got my hand on the brake. You need to wiggle it. Oh yeah. Look at you go. Well, it's got to go in the same spot, right? There's no
that. But
there's no real.
I know, but when I watched them do it,
yeah,
it did. One of them went on at 7, and the other one went on at 6. I don't.
There ain't much play there.
I was like, I know, there's not any room for it. I don't understand how that was even possible.
All right, so you're gonna wait, right?
Yeah.
In case you got to move an inch or two, or.
Yeah.
Well, they look like they're right on each other, at least from looking from here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do it from here.
They'll get the idea.
Unfortunately, didn't run.
Yeah, I wiped the.
People you love.
I know you got to wipe the fingerprints off of them, right? Or it'll burn in. They said it's on Khrome.
Yeah.
I've wiped this one down pretty good. But I'll give you a towel while you're down there. Thank goodness I was here.
Brother, I'm telling you.
Yeah, thank goodness I was here.
Is here.
Yeah, thank goodness I was here to get this lined out.
Nothing like having a towel boy.
That's right.
Nothing like having a towel boy.
Inventory. You did the heat shield.
Yep.
Tightened it up.
Yep, I got the
Tightened the pipe cinch nut up.
Yeah.
That's nothing. But strive for perfection.
Exactly. What are we talking about here?
Talk about striving for perfection. Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, when you fired it up and it was idling, it was at 80, like 80 point something decibels, 80.3, I think. Yeah, I should have brought my jack. We got to put this thing up in the air, you know?
Yes.
I'll put my bike on it when I'm cleaning it, you know, if I'm doing a detail. That's about the only time I use it. I use it on that Honda. I got fired that Honda up the other day. Yeah. When was it? Sunday or Monday? Started right up and took it around the block a few times. I put a new battery in it, and I bought the battery from Batteries Plus. Yeah. And it's too thick. It sits in the battery container, but the side cover on those old Hondas, the side cover covers the battery, right? Mm-hmm. So like these sit down on the seat. This one sits behind the side cover, and the battery's too thick. It doesn't want to. I can't get the left side cover back on it. I say can't. I haven't gone far enough to do it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I like the way they look. I bet I'm even like the way they sound better. Looks good.
They look good.
Yeah, they do. They look good, man. I like them.
All right, you haven't seen this, but legitimately, I'm just going to test run it without even test running it beforehand to see truly like what is the sound going to be. And so I'll turn it over to the decibel levels, and we're going to go check it out, see what we got.
Sounds good. Yeah. Sound like a Harley.
That does sound like a Harley.
Sound like a Harley.
No putter, no more.
Yeah. I didn't see any soap bubbles coming out of the back.
No bubbles just popping.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I love
awesome. We opened some letters, folks that sent us some stickers. Thank you again for doing that. If you would like to have our stickers, let me know, Instagram us, and I'll definitely send them your way. I'd love to have yours too as well. Want to stack out our tour pack with everybody's stickers. That would be pretty sick. So, it's been a fun day. Glad I got to spend time with Coach. Enjoyed the ride and the experience of putting on new slip-ons. Actually more enjoyable to ride. That's kind of weird. I don't know why that makes sense, but also a lot cooler when you come in the neighborhood, people can hear you. man, what an amazing experience being able to put this together in the pipes.
The sound is 10 times better, maybe better than that. It sounds like a Harley now, right? Yeah. You know, when you buy one off the showroom floor, they don't sound as Harley-ish as everybody wants them to, and putting on aftermarket pipes does that. It'll do that for you.
Definitely,
but it sounds great. It's got to be safer. You know, you can justify that with your wife. It's going to be safer.
Yeah, there you
go.
I'm
That's
louder. The reason to buy it.
Yeah.
Diana, are you listening?
Yeah, it's the only reason you need it.
Just saying.
To be safer.
To be safer.
Yeah.
She's always about to
mitigate the risk, right?
The ribs there.
Oh yeah.
So, but
went on in 20 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in and out. I mean, I didn't do anything. I handed him a hammer, which he used a rubber hammer just to tap him up.
Yep.
Didn't even need that. He just slid him right on.
Yeah, pretty easy. We kind of talked about it on the video that we didn't record, but if you work on a lawnmower, you change your oil on your vehicle. Like, don't go spend the money and the labor for something else. Yeah. Super simple, easy to do. You can check out our video. You can check out other videos that have slip-ons to install.
If you got a socket set, and a screwdriver, probably you could do it. Piece of cake, piece of cake, really was,
makes a big difference, makes it safe. We're still, I think at the end of it all, I think we decided that it is safer to have the louder pipes. You can hear them outside the vehicle better. We have testing of where the pipes were from a decibel standpoint,
right,
comparatively what they are with the new slip-ons. And man, it definitely made a big difference.
It really did. And it sounds better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just, you go.
Which hits the.
Yeah, hits that man card. Yeah, hits the man card. So you want it to sound like a motorcycle, and it does. So,
love it.
Hats off.
All right.
Khrome Werks.
It's been fun.
Khrome Werks. You guys did a good job.
On the other side of that, let's go check out Rick Rack versus Tour Pack. If you have not seen that video, it is a fantastic breakdown of the difference between the two of them and why one would be better than the other, or maybe why you would choose to do a Rick Rack versus a Tour Pack. I can tell you the cost factor is dramatically different, but one of the things Coach had mentioned too is flexibility. Being able to have like a Tour Pack, because we went out to eat. This is last Friday, and Diana had to carry your leftovers.
Yeah, well, we should actually. I had one of those little cargo rack things, so I just cargo strapped it on the because it sits on a luggage rack.
Styrofoam leftovers on your luggage rack.
One thing you don't want to do is set one of those things down sideways in your saddlebag.
True.
It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And
saddlebag will smell like that for
it'll smell like leftover fajitas. Food was good, but plus one on the Tour Pack for having a way to get your stuff home quickly and easily.
Yep.
But like I said, I like the fact I can just take it off and trim down my bike.
Vehicle to the next.
True.
Right. Like
true.
If you decide to upgrade your motorcycle,
your bike,
then you're going to be able to take that with you and move it over to the next one.
Your luggage is basically becomes portable now.
Yep.
So that was my thinking.
Well, this has been fun. Thank you. Appreciate it, Coach. You're amazing. Awesome.
I loved it, man. Good time.
Thank you for being my instructor for perfection over here. That was fantastic. It was literally 1/16 off, and he said not acceptable.
Yeah.
He made me have to hammer it further in. So, we strive for perfection around here. That's what we do. Yeah. What did you say? You crap average?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Crap average. Yeah. Be excellent. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. You didn't say that. All right. Well, thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, being a part of the Mild Hogz channel. We appreciate all of you, and we shall see you on the other side. Thank you again. All right, man. Oh.
Not recording.
I'm not recording.
Let's do it again.
Oh, man.
You have to hit it.
Yeah, the fun parts of being behind a camera when you don't hit the record button. It's fantastic, especially when you spend, 3 or 5 minutes going through a recap of your video and talking about your previous video. So.